guys, I know I'm a day belated with this, but we are reviewing the Lynde Halloween special, which, I've heard about this thing for over a decade, and I had never actually sat down and watched it. I always mean to, and then time gets away from me, and before I know it, October's over, and I've not done it. But I figured since I knew Kiss was one of the guest stars in this, good a year as any, seeing as Ace Frehley just passed away, so I was like, okay, this is the year we're finally fucking reviewing this thing. And I have to tell you, this is like the biggest acid trip of a Halloween special I think I have ever fucking seen. If you don't believe me, the whole thing is on YouTube. You can view it for free. Find the one that's about 15 minutes long. Not 15, 50. But whole thing is there. You can see for yourself the bizarreness of which I speak. It almost feels like an SNL Stefan joke with, "This special has everything. Paul Lynde, Betty White, Margaret Hamilton, Billy Hayes, Donnie and Marie, Kiss, Florence Henderson." It goes on and on. It's so random. It's so random. And the plot, if we can even call it that, because it's so flimsy, is basically Paul Lynde's housekeeper, who is Margaret Hamilton for some unknown reason, aka the Wicked Witch of the West from The Wizard of Oz, decides to go on a road trip with him to go visit her sister in this castle. And then it turns out, shocker, they're both witches. So Margaret reprises her role as the Wicked Witch, Billy Hayes reprises her role as Witchy Poo from HR Pufnstuf, and shit just takes weirder and weirder turns from that point onward. Somehow we end up with like a genie-esque situation where they grant him 3 wishes, and it just is odd and ends up leading towards all of the celebrity cameos in this thing. Honestly, I forgot Betty White was in this when I turned this on, and it was a pleasant surprise. Also my dog's namesake, so, wish she'd been in more of it, but, I'll take what I can get. But, yeah, this thing, bizarre beyond words. Super camp, which, it's Paul Lynde, of course. Of course. And he's, doing his usual shtick through the whole thing, which, I like Paul Lynde, so for me, that's great. But I could see where for other people, it might get old real quick. So, but this was that glorious age of TV where seemingly everything had a TV special. Anyone who was anyone had at least one. And bonus points if you got any type of holiday one. Granted, is Halloween usually the head of the holiday specials? No, it would be one of the lower men on the totem pole, but it still got one. And given how many less TV holiday specials there are for Halloween than there is for, say, Christmas or Easter, honestly, it's a little refreshing to see a celebrity one like that. Because, sure, there's, plenty of cartoon ones out there and such, and plenty of, actual scary movies, but just, variety show-esque Halloween specials, you don't encounter that too much. So I find it fascinating despite its bizarreness. But honestly, I feel like the weird factor in this, the inexplicableness of just everything hodgepodge thrown together and somehow this is what we got out of it, I kinda love it. That is the kind of bizarre, old TV ephemera that I fucking live for, is that kind of bizarre, forgotten media kind of thing. Although I have heard so many mentions of this over the years that this is a far from forgotten special. It's just one of those that from time to time it shows up on YouTube and occasionally it gets pulled, and then, wait a few years, it pops back up, and it's like that. So, anyway, I don't even know where the hell I would begin in trying to give it any kind of a number rating. I truly don't, because it's just so weird that I'm like, on what basis would I be scoring it? on what scale of what against what would I even compare this thing to? And that's when I realized, holy shit, there's like really nothing I can compare it to. It is kind of a one-of-a-kind standalone thing like this. So I'm like, I kind of feel it's unfair to even attempt to give it a number rating, so I'm not going to. But yeah, if you like really weird old Hollywood shit, check this thing out, because it is definitely weird, but it's also fun. So it's like, is it cheesy as all get out? Yeah, but that's 1976 like variety TV show for you. That they're all like that. Some more than others. This one definitely leans more into it than others, but at the same time, where else are you gonna see Donnie and Marie throw Paul Lynde into a trash can as a trick-or-treat prank? Nowhere, that's right. So, you know, like I said, for its quirky nature, it's definitely worth the watch at least once. Like, I could see where a lot of people probably wouldn't make this thing like a yearly ritual, although I have known people who do watch it legitimately every single year, and I'm like, more power to you. I respect it. But anyway, yeah, just absolute weirdness at its best. Given the year this was made, I assume probably a lot of drugs were involved in the writing of this thing, because there is genuinely no other explanation that makes any kind of sense for this thing existing, but I am so glad that it does. So anyway, that's about it for this one. So as usual, you know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to click subscribe, hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload. Leave comments down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my eBay, my Reddits, everything and more. It's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Get your name on the end card for a month from the time of donating. Anyway, guys, till next time, see ya.